So this was a flight that I wanted to do for so many years. It was using missions in iNav. So I planned a mission out to the Eddystone Lighthouse. And this was the day. I've had two, maybe even three failed attempts so far. The last attempt was a few days ago and I took off from the wrong position and I had trees and a metal fence in the way. So different takeoff site today. Had permission to take off from this field and just taken off now with the Crosswind Mini. The battery inside is a 4S 16,000 milliamp pack, so loads of capacity to get there and back. So the lighthouse is 20 kilometers off of Plymouth or out from Plymouth Sound, and it's on a bed of rocks. Really quite a historic lighthouse. So I just wanted to get to it. 20 kilometers away. So just about to turn to waypoint 3, which is 19 kilometers away. I'm just about 1.6 kilometers from the takeoff point. I did notice that the aircraft, looking back on the video, has this roll left to right. I'll be trying to sort that out in iNav for the next flight. But right now, I didn't really notice it whilst I'm concentrating on getting there. So you can see that I've got 18.5 kilometers to go to the lighthouse. The cloud base is sort of sporadically low, but it was a nice relaxing flight. You can see just on the bottom left the wind direction and speed. So I've got a slight headwind of about 7 kilometers. Even though the height is saying 59 meters, that's 59 meters from the point that I took off. Above the sea, I'm probably 120 meters. On a clear day, you can actually see Eddystone Lighthouse from the shore. Obviously, there's a tiny little speck, but I've always wanted to fly out to it, and it was a real challenge because the video signal cuts in and out. You will see a bit of the video chopping in and out when I get to the lighthouse, and it was always a bit of a milestone, a bit of a worry whether I'd lose transmission and the plane would automatically come back. So I don't spend too long out there, as you'll see. If you want to skip ahead, please feel free because it's a long video. I'm showing the whole flight all the way out. So hopefully it's enjoyable. So, as I said earlier, this is the Crosswind Mini. It's a fairly big aircraft. It's been crashed a few times. It's been fiberglassed along the bottom just to give it a bit of added strength. I'm flying with the Speedy Bee flight controller, F405 wing. I've got a 16,000 milliamp 4S LiPo in the front, and you can see that currently, after flying 7 kilometers, sorry, yeah, 7 in total, only drawn 1,400. It's twin motor mounted on each wing, and the camera is right on the front, facing out. So it's a lovely aircraft to fly. It's very heavy actually with the battery. It is heavy, so launching has been tricky, hence the crashes previously. I have it sort of tuned in now. A friend of mine helped me tune it in to launch more reliably and safely. The VTX I'm using, thank you to Matt, is a Walksnail GT2. It's one of the latest Walksnail VTXs from Cadix, and it's noticeably better. It's a 2-watt system. It's got a better cooling fan. You can look for it online, but it's really a good improvement from Walksnail and a step in the right direction. On the quality front, I've got it set to 720p for quality, just so I can get further transmission. Apparently, recording over sea is one of the hardest ones because the sea perfectly reflects the signal. So back to the goggles, it's receiving kind of multiple signals, and it struggles to work out which one is the correct one. So you can't see it on here, but in the goggles, I can see that I was flying at 14 megabits per second, and it kept dropping down to 0 and then back up to 14. And when I get closer, because I'm still not even halfway yet, the signal gets kind of worse, and I lose it for a good few seconds. So when I do get there, you'll see the video is pretty choppy, pretty in and out. Because on this VTX, if you do lose that signal to your goggles, it stops recording. So it is a bit choppy when I get there. the lighthouse is just coming into view now. So I'm still 5 kilometers out, but you can see it. And that's the sort of detail you can see from the shore with your eyes, with the naked eye. So I'm 5 kilometers out. The signal is intermittent, but still holding. So every time I do lose it, it pops straight back up to 14 megabits a second. So you can see the total flight distance at the moment is 15.5 kilometers. And I've only used 3,200 milliamps of the battery. So plenty of power left. I'm sort of cruising now. I've turned it down, cruising at sort of 65 kilometers an hour. You'll notice because of the tailwind, I do start going back a bit quicker. Today, weather-wise, was a bit iffy. In the morning, it was a low cloud base, and it had been raining or in mizzle all day. And in the afternoon, it sort of started brightening up, but there was quite a few low clouds, and I certainly didn't want to fly through any rain clouds or rainstorms or downpours. Not whilst out this far. I just couldn't believe the tranquility and the smoothness of the sea, relatively to the height. It just looks so peaceful and calm out there, and there's just no one. So far, we've been flying for nearly 16 minutes. So close now. I take over control in a moment. You'll see, I think it switches to waypoint and I take manual control. One of the things that I was mindful of was losing video completely. The VTX is at the front, so you can kind of see the jumping and it being there, not being there. And that was because the signal loss. So I was mindful of losing video completely. So this is turning to waypoint, the next waypoint. And I think when you see it switch out to acro, that's myself. Yep. So I've taken over now, just so I can fly over. And what I was going to do was fly away slightly, turn back around, and have another pass. So you can see the direction to home. So I'm flying across the coast at the moment, and I'll turn around, losing a bit of height so I can get a better view. So I'm currently minus 20 meters below the point of taking off. think the lighthouse is somewhere between 30 and 50 meters tall. So again, the video cut off, I did lose it. And one more pass before returning home. Fairly slow, 60 kilometers an hour, nice slow pass. So the small thing was the previous lighthouse that was destroyed, and I think I'd lost video, so I switched, returned to home. A little bit daunting when you turn around and you can't see land, but you just start seeing Rame Head and Cornwall just on the left-hand side, and you can start to see Plymouth just dead ahead, with the gap of land being the sound or the entrance to the sound. So going home now, slightly quicker, 80 kilometers an hour on the way back on the return leg. Thanks to the tailwind. Getting closer now, so 14k, and I'm nearly home. So just a nice calm, nothing to worry about. Just let it do its thing. Return to home by itself on automatic mode. Still no worries with power. I've just used coming up to sort of, roughly a third of the power that the battery's got, so no concerns. nearly home. 4 point, about 4 kilometers to go. A little bit of low cloud, but beautiful colours, nice and high. The field is coming up. As I get a little bit closer, I take over manually. I actually had a friend watching the whole flight in audience mode, so they had a set of goggles that they could see the flight on as well, and we could just talk as we were flying out there. So it was interesting for them. I don't think they've flown in this area before, so I think I sort of go near Bovisand Fort, go around, and then approach for landing. So I need to approach, sort of heading back out to sea because that's obviously the wind direction, just to slow the plane down because it's pretty heavy to land, and it usually comes in pretty fast. Cruising in now at 90 kilometers an hour. So the whole flight so far has just been nearly 42 kilometers, which is so impressive. And to do most of it, I will do maybe a full autonomous mission and just let it fly. One of the things that I'd like to do is maybe put like an action cam on the plane. I didn't want to risk it in case we lost it, but put an action cam on the plane and take proper HD footage. A 361 would be really good, I think, but maybe that's something for the future. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. It's been a long video, pretty much blow for blow, that I experienced. So just going to do my final turn, I believe, and then approach for landing. I think the video cut short for some reason, but yeah, absolutely lovely conditions. Very little wind, to be honest, and just going to come around. So I'm a few hundred meters out now, just to give me time to descend, drop the motors, and yeah, just land just where we took off. Absolutely beautiful, and it was quite an achievement to fly that far. Maybe not for some, but certainly for me. So a total of 47 kilometer flight.